So I was excited to watch Dark Tide because it's our first ever shark movie, and I like myself a good shark movie. It stars Halle Berry, who plays a shark whisperer who has been obsessed with sharks her entire life. But on this boat, she seems to be obsessed with flirting with every guy on the crew.
The camera loves me.
Yeah, that's because they can't smell you.
But I smell beautiful.
Funky.
Oh, guys, whoa. No, whoa.
Sozi kufani ongeko.
Nyansile, nizawuswantule sana apha.
Oh, ansale enya usison.
But it's totally normal because this guy is married and views Barry as a daughter.
You know I love you like a daughter, but I'm more good to you up here.
Well, I need your eyes guarding my prize.
Yeah, I don't think that's what a father-daughter relationship is supposed to look like. But this offer does convince the guy to go on a dive with Halle Berry.
Okay, you win. Women always win.
Yeah, it's totally normal to get convinced by the woman you view as your daughter when the one thing she wants you to do is stare at her ass. Now, Barry is married to one of these guys. He's the one that's filming everything. Filming your wife flirting with other guys. Okay, yeah, no, I'm happy someone uses the hotel chair. Now, with any shark movie, I feel like you're always a little on edge because the shark can attack at any time. Like, look, I'm in a shark movie and I'm in the ocean. Oh man, is the shark gonna get me? Not yet. So there is some inherent tension here, but all of that gets taken away when these characters jump in the ocean with these sharks and they put in static water sounds and meditation music. Oh, okay, yeah. You know, sharks really aren't as scary when you start petting them. There's one point where a shark starts swimming up to Halle Berry and you're like, oh damn, is something bad gonna happen here? And she just pushes it away. Oh, okay, so these sharks are like fruit flies. Cool. So when something finally does go wrong, I'm not really shocked. I'm more just like, oh, okay. You see what I mean? Like, there's no tension here. When Jaws attacks someone, there's so much buildup, and it's crazy when it happens. Here, your eyes just glaze over. Like I'm back in the water, and I'm telling you, eventually a shark's gonna get me. Just not right now. So yeah, the person who was supposed to keep an eye out on Halle Berry dies. We cut to a year later and Halle Berry is having a flashback about this guy, and I seriously think she was in love with this person. I'm sorry you need to find a new bull. But now Barry doesn't like swimming with sharks and the bills are starting to pile up. It gets to the point where the husband has to set up this voyage with this very rich British guy who wants to go swimming with great whites with his son. And this British guy is like the most snooty rich person ever.
No smoking.
I paid to dive with sharks. It's not to quit smoking, right?
Come on. Didn't you fly here for 12 hours? Mm-hmm. Did you smoke?
Mm-hmm. Got my own plane, honey. I smoke on my own plane, okay?
Well, I got my own boat, honey.
There you go. Okay, but I'm warning you all, I'm gonna get cranky.
Yes, I think we'll all be very surprised when this guy dies. So these guys get on the boat, and I'm not gonna lie, nothing really happens for the next 50 minutes. But swimming with great white sharks, you know, is not the best idea, and Barry and her husband keep switching off on who thinks that doing all of this is a bad idea.
I'm worried.
Monsieur Sayo. Come on, let's go. Out of here.
Tommy.
Hold on to me, hold on.
No. We're done. Hear me? Done.
What are you doing? Why are you freaking out? I don't understand. What's the problem? Let's go. Let's go where?
Let's go see the sharks. Come on.
You could say there are some red flags in this relationship, but you also gotta remember, red flags attract bulls. Just like at the start of the movie, the film has a really hard time building up tension. These dives where they're underwater should be really intense because they are swimming with sharks and other sea animals, but these dives aren't because they keep putting music in the background that makes you want to fall asleep. This is stuff I would expect to hear when getting a massage, not watching a killer shark movie. There's one point where the rich British guy gets out of his shark cage and there is a great white coming right at him. And it's just so dull. Yeah, just shove the great white aside like it's some dog trying to step on your work computer. Now, after all this back and forth, Halle Berry's just like, you know, F it, rich guy. You want to see some bad sharks? I'm going to take you to the worst part of Shark Town, Shark Alley.
Where are we going?
Shark Alley.
Yeah, that's where all the worst sharks hang out, like from West Side Story. And here is where the movie finally starts getting interesting. The group dives into these dangerous waters, their boat capsizes, and the sharks start circling. And I'm just like, guys, why didn't we get to this stuff earlier? This is at least entertaining, but everything is so dark and the editing is so frantic. I have a hard time figuring out what is going on. Wait, did the British guy just die? I can't tell. There was like 6 cuts in 3 seconds there. Well, at least we get the final showdown between Halle Berry and the shark. Oh yeah, get your popcorn ready. You're just gonna shove it aside. Yeah, that sounds about right. So they all get saved except for the rich British guy, which I'm sorry, I know you're all very bummed out about that. I wish this movie had spent more time on the shipwreck part because that is the most entertaining sequence by far, and you have to slug through a whole hour 40 to get to it. There aren't many deaths in this movie either. There's only 3, and the other death that you didn't see was just this random pearl hunter. His scene has nothing to do with the rest of the movie, and honestly, it feels like a studio note just to up the body count. I will give credit to Halle Berry. She is trying here, but everything around her is just so lackluster that she can't even save this film. There was potential here, maybe after a few more rewrites or a couple more director's notes, but it just doesn't work. If you want to hear about a movie that does work, let me show you Max Steel.